Are we there yet?
No!
Are we there yet?
No!
Are we there yet?
No!
Are we there yet?
Yes!
Dad, I'm hungry.
G'day humans, Chris Stead here. I'm on the road. Today I'm on Celebrity Edge, the giant cruise ship, and I'm on level 6 in a room with a partial view. Now, if you're deciding on what room you want to get when you're going to travel to Celebrity Edge, you've probably seen a partial view room or a level 6 room that says partial view and gone, am I going to be okay with that? So I'm going to do you a favour and a little bit of a tour of what you can expect from this room, but in particular this view, to help you decide whether or not, you're cool with it or it's going to be a problem. So let's do it. Righto, so the room that I'm in, deck 6, 210. This is listed as a partial view room with an infinite veranda when you are choosing your room. Now, what does that mean? It means one of two things. For this particular room, it means you've got this thing in front of your window, which is called, I believe it's called a debit, but it's what they use to unload the boats. These are the boats, as you can see down here. Let me see if I can give you some, you can't do the windows down at the moment. They must have closed it because of the rain. So down here we've got the tender boats, slash lifeboats, and they're running all the way down here. And then you've got these sticking up at certain intervals. So you're either going to get this orange roof underneath from partial view room, or in the case of 6 to 10 and many others, you're going to get this thing in front of your view. Now, if you are sitting down on your chair, at chair level, that's the view that you are going to get. It is more or less in your eye line. When you're standing up and just kind of about and moving around, it's less in your eye line, and I've become pretty accustomed to it pretty quickly. And when I first came in, I was like, oh, that's taking up a lot of the view. But now that I've been here for a while, it's not that big a deal, I gotta admit. It's not really affecting me a lot, other than the fact it's hard to take pictures because this room also has this upper floor that protrudes. So you're getting sandwiched basically into this space, and that is the disappointing bit. So you're frequently you're going past things you want to take photos of, and you got to zoom to basically that because the rest of it's got something in the way. There's also the magic carpet in this particular one. Now, obviously, on one side of the boat, your suite, on the port side, on the starboard side, you have the magic carpet, which I can't quite show you at the moment because the window won't open, which is really frustrating. And that comes down and up. One of the things I was definitely worried about before I got on the cruise was that thing would be going up and down all the time, and there'd be people on it drinking and partying, having fun, and they'll be constantly looking in on me and affect my privacy or my ability just to chill out here and relax. Hasn't happened. It tends to just hang out up the top most of the time, and yeah, it just wasn't a concern at all. I also haven't had any issues with sound coming from the deck below us, because right below us is deck 5, which has the walkway that goes the length of the boat, and people can walk up and down it, then go out there and have a smoke, I think. There was one day they removed this boat, there was a little bit of noise for 5 or 10 minutes while they were unloading it. Really nothing at all to complain about, so I haven't heard any noise from down there at all. I haven't heard people running past and talking or anything going on at all. I also haven't heard any noise from down on floor 5 in terms of like the shops, music coming up from the band, nothing like that's got up here either. So it's actually been quite quiet. All that side of things hasn't been a problem. I have heard tell that up at the theatre end it can be more of an issue. That's at the front of the ship because they practice below you and then they do shows. I can't vouch for that. I haven't been able to hear it when I've been walking around in the hallways, but definitely down here it's fine. So there you go. So that's everything you really need to know about whether or not what the partial view means for these rooms on floor 6 of the Celebrity Edge. And look, I think if you're getting a bit of a saving, it's probably worth it because you spend so little time in here well, I do anyway. You spend so much time out of here. It's probably worth a bit of savings if you can afford it. But would I have loved to have had a clear view, especially going through Milford Sound and things like that on this big cruising around New Zealand? Yes, I really did wish that I had that then. Yes, I would love to have just had this vista of ocean to just stare at all the time and not this big bulky thing in front of it. That's definitely annoying, but it hasn't ruined my trip. I've got a full review of this stateroom also up on the channel, and a full cruise tour as well of the entire Celebrity Edge, and I walk around the entire ship and show everything, so make sure you check those out. So I won't go into too much detail with that right now, other than to say that I think the staterooms are really nice. This is the most comfortable bed I've stayed in years, hotels or cruises, and it's very quiet and very temperate and very new and nice. All right, anyway, that is what you can expect from the partial view room on Celebrity Edge on level 6. I'm Chris Stead. Thank you very much for watching. Make sure you check out my other videos, and until next time, I'm getting back on the road. You.